So we walked a full mile down this trail and went up and up and up, and all of a sudden we came to a cliff where we could see this waterway down in this valley a long ways, and we're like, maybe we shouldn't go down there because you're gonna have to walk all the way back up. And Gail's like, no, we should do it. Let's push ourselves. And I'm so glad we did. Arizona, and right now it's -14, -20 degrees back in Texas and Oklahoma. So I'm very grateful to be right here, right now. Love you, Arizona. Today, we're gonna have a special treat, something we would never have even known about if it not for our friends Tom and Helen Pittman. And they are explorers extraordinaire. And they have found this place. It's actually the is it the backside of Cochise Stronghold? And where Cochise was his last place before he was captured here. And also this is where Geronimo probably hid out. The Apaches were here. And so we're actually going to go look at some pictographs. So Gail's all excited to be in to see some history out here in the middle of the desert. This is why they hung out here, because it would be so difficult to flush them out. Right?
Yeah, because no one would find you out here.
I'm talking about, how far did we just drive?
Yeah.
Like 10 miles at 30 miles an hour with the four-wheel low, four high on. It was, yeah. So it was, finally got to put the old Jeep into play today. Yeah, this is gonna be a good time. What do you think?
Can't breathe.
You step back over there and look, you can see. Now this is over 1,000 years old.
So hot. We stand here like,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
This is amazing.
We can go around and get in.
Yeah. All right. What in the world? I mean, this is really incredible. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my whole life. And I just think that, you know, you can feel them here almost. Like, and I'm not being spooky weird. I'm just saying it is like you see it, you can feel it, you know that this makes sense, that they were here and why they were here and how hard it was for the military to get them out of here and why they didn't want to leave. So down there is where our coach is. Straight forward down there is Whetstone. So you can see that's a long ways from here. Straight ahead, that's Sierra Vista and Fort Huachuca, right there. And that's where I grew up, right in that city right there.
We call it the wait a minute bush. Because when it gets you, you better wait a minute. It'll rip your skin right off.
And wait a minute.
Yeah. It grabs you, you better quit. You better
Just wait a minute.
What he called? That's what you call wait a minute bushes.
Because they will rip you to shreds.
Wait a minute.
I was up on
Thanks.
top of the rock.
Hey, I'm up here.
And I
Woo!
said, and I couldn't get down because there was no place to.
That's like nice little. See all the little shells right there? Probably dug out places to keep there. So look at this, like a little pond right here, gathering of water probably.
For the most part,
That's so
they'll
cool.
let you know, that they're there. So if you hear them,
This would be a great place for tarantulas. Look how those are like breaking off those,
It's like,
but they're not. They just look like they are.
it's really cool. It's very different. It's very deserty. Very unique, I guess.
is
Is
there
the
a nest
better.
in there?
They don't have anything like this in
Just-
Michigan.
Historical. Yeah.
It's not bugs though. It's some kind of excrement or something. Like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Some kind of excrement, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Looks like there's been a bird up in there. Bird is the word.
What's crazy about here, though, is you can't really live off the land.
Well,
Where-
except there are deer.
They could.
Back in the day, there were lots of deer up here. Deer and elk.
Rabbit.
And stuff like that too. Rabbit. You know, and down there were buffalo, of course. Seeds.
Seeds, which ones to eat and which
And then
ones
you just grind them up and then make patties out of them. I mean, I'm sure they ate pretty much everything they could.
It's interesting that there's houses down there. I don't know if y'all can see them. The houses right there and right there. That'd be something else to live out here. There's actually a house over there as well, and even out there. I mean, I don't know if they're living off the grid or what they're doing, but it can't be easy. It's definitely off away from people.
Yeah, right.
There's our Jeep. There.
Tom dug up these cactuses, like kind of like this, And we threw them out there, and the next day they were gone. I mean, they were eaten up. They
Oh,
were just
my
torn up
word.
and
Oh,
eaten.
wow.
All the good part was eaten, all gone.
And what do you say is rooting that all up?
Javelina. This, you can get around that one.
So these like holes here are like foot that the Indians made these for walking up here easier. Isn't that crazy? And Gail's doing just fine. You got it?
Oh yeah, I don't take no chances. I fell in this thing one time.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it wasn't very much fun.
You guys hiked the Grand Canyon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? Like, how long did that take?
2 days.
How old were you when you did that?
I was pushing 60.
Oh, shut up.
You ever woke up and felt like somebody was looking at you? I woke up and there was a deer's face right here. Oh!
So y'all stayed in a tent down there for the night?
Only
No, we
two.
camped under the stars. It cooled down to 98
Oh my
at
god.
night.
It was the hottest day of the year. Actually. We didn't know.
2 days, I lost, I don't know, 10, 12 pounds.
Jeez. So this just gives you a little bit of perspective. Right there is where we just were. And as Gail was kind of pointing out, it looks like it's just ground level from where we are right now. And it's very hidden. It's just a natural fortress. And you would never, if you were coming through here looking for somebody, you wouldn't think they'd be in there. I mean, it's just amazing, really. Yes. This is Helen has made us sandwiches
Well, you
and
make your own.
oh yeah, it's a make your. She
This is
brought it all
This is
to
Golden
make.
Corral.
Yeah.
Look at this, all the chips and man, these people know what they're doing. We'd come out here with some protein bars.
Yes.
Well, I got those too.
When you're up here, I'm like this little concaved area here, and I'm out looking over this whole valley here, and it's like I feel like I'm in the Western movies, sitting up here, and I'm waiting on the party to ambush right here. Shh, here they come. But for real, look at this. Look at that. How cool is that?
Picking up our product stuff, getting stuff ready for tonight.
So what do you kind of have to do that?
Make sure we have the right size t-shirts and enough hats, enough CDs, all the things that we sell, we need to make sure we have enough of.
So what she does is she works on that kind of has a slide there out like that. She does this before every service that we have. And just recently we were at Shiloh and we sold out of so much. So she's having to repack the whole kit and caboodle. Do you have to pack CDs as well?
Yes, I already did that though.
Oh, you did. Okay, so where are we, Gail?
The Chiricahua Mountains.
Chiricahua. Spell that.
Ouch.
I mean, either it's actually CHIR, which is interesting. And this is just at the very end of the road, and then there's a loop trail that goes around it. But Chiricahua Mountains are the very southern part of Arizona. You access it through, in essence, either Douglas, which is on the Mexico border, or where we came from, Wilcox, Arizona. And it's quite a drive, but it's pristine and very few people know about it. And Gail just wanted to come check it out, so that's what we're doing. And this is incredible. This is a canyon here. It's just ridiculous beauty.
Whoa, I'm really winded, but I think we're like
7,000?
7,000, right? Almost 8,000 feet up here.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about this hike is there's not one straight piece.
Right.
It's all stones, rocks, climbing, steps. I mean, it's crazy. And it's funny because really since we've been in Arizona, the few times that we went hiking, that's the way it is no straight paths. It's all up or downhill continuously. But when we were down in Phoenix, the elevation isn't as high as it is down here,
Right.
almost on the Mexican border. So
Well, it's 2,000 feet down there.
feeling pretty winded. But you can see the rocks behind me, and the trail that we'll show you is pretty intense. But it's
Yeah.
fun.
Some kind of trail. Yes. Place for a Gila monster.
Yikes. Do they have those on here?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Arizona. This is their. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's what Joe Grizzles. The grizzles we're talking about. They're real poisonous or something, right?
Yeah, they're more poisonous than snakes. I mean, some snakes. But they're very, very rare. Much more rare than rattlesnakes. Look at that. That's just crazy. Really, this is the back side, or it's actually another mountain pass, but of the Dragoon Mountains. And it's this had Geronimo in here, and Cochise and his tribe was in here, and the Mogollon Indians were through here. And just, as you can see, it's all kinds of a great habitat for them. Just run and jump.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the space between that. That's so cool. It's like a natural little hideaway. And there's like steps up in there, but
not really.
not man-made.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get this. You need to get up in there. That'd be a good.
Bossy.
That'd be a good cover. Be a good cover of you for the YouTube video of you standing in there.
Way. So those mountains over there are 40 miles away.
And that's where we were with Tom and Helen.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. On the other side of that.
Right. Oh, the great Indian folklore, it says that that is Cochise head. And if you look closely, he's laying, it's like his head is laying down. So that would be his headdress right there. And then to the right, right. So then that's the like the brow right there, and then that's his eye, and then that's right there's his nose, his mouth, and his chin. So just kind of interesting perspective. And actually, when you're standing here, I can see it. It's pretty interesting. A little lookout cabin here. There's people up here. There's a mountain right there, and it's got a trail that leads up to it. It looks like a little house on top. That's Harris Mountain. And the story is that there was a westward bound family that was coming out west, and they took a shortcut through the Chiricahuas, and they were never seen again. Except a few months later, the youngest daughter was found in an Apache camp. And she led them back to that mountain, and they found her whole family had been slain by the Apache tribe, and they still rest. Their bones are still on that hill right there, and there's a headstone and all that. So I was just asking, what are these blue birds? And one just flew over our head and almost took my hat off. And it's a pretty good sized bird. That's a beautiful bird. Wow. So we learned on our last hike that it's really good to be able to find a place to have a picnic and bring all of the fixings from Helen Pittman. And so that's what we did. And we call the fixings Subway Eat Fresh. And chips. So, and water. I have to my water, the reason I have JR on it is not because I'm afraid to share germs with Gail, but I have peppermint in my water that helps me with my throat. And so Gail is not the biggest fan of that. So Shy's over here somewhere. Look at it, Shy. What are you doing? Yeah. So we're on top of this rim here and having a beautiful lunch and a beautiful sun shining day.
Organ pipe formations, but this is why the Chiricahuas are famous, if you will, or what they're known for is these types of things, rock formations.
And Shy likes them. Are you Shy? Great is your